My name is Tanya and I was born and raised in England. During my adolescent years, I became an Islamist, and with my husband, we were trying to establish a caliphate. We moved around the world, found ourselves in Egypt and then Syria during the war. By this time, I was an agnostic. I decided to leave with my children because I didn't want to be a Muslim. We moved to America and I embraced American values. And now I'm learning about the Bible for the first time.
Jesus said to them, "I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me shall not hunger, and whoever believes in me shall never thirst. But I said to you that you have seen me, and yet do not believe. All that the Father gives to me will come to me, and whoever comes to me I will never cast out. For I have come down from heaven, not to do my own will, but the will of him who sent me. And this is the will of him who sent me, that I should lose nothing of all that he has given me, but raise it up on the last day. For this is the will of my Father, that everyone who looks on the Son and believes in him should have eternal life, and I will raise him up on the last day." There's the resurrection again. So the Jews grumbled about him because he said, "I am the bread that came from heaven." They said, "Is this not Jesus, the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? How does he now say, 'I've come down from heaven'?" Jesus answered to them, "Do not grumble among yourselves. No one can come to me unless the Father who sent me draws him, and I will raise him up on the last day. It is written in the prophets, and they will all be taught by God. Everyone who has heard and learned from the Father comes to me. Not that anyone who has seen the Father, except he who is from God, he has seen the Father. Truly, truly, I say to you, whoever believes has eternal life."
Why did Paul do this?
Paul?
Oh, I mean, actually, I know it's talking about Jesus. So this was known, this verse was known before Paul, is that correct?
Yes, probably.
So it's not like Paul relating what happened at this, okay, so this is like something that's known, that, what was my point? Just all of it, I'm just like, oh no, now they're saying the Jews did something wrong, right? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, like, is that anti-Semitic?
Well, again, Jesus is Jewish, John is Jewish, right? There's lots if you read Exodus, there's like a whole...
I've read most of Exodus.
Okay, so take Exodus, right? The Jews in the wilderness, it keeps saying they grumble.
But they're humans. I grumbled when I was a Muslim. You know, I grumbled because they were too, it was burdensome. And this is what John told me. I said, what does sabr, patience, mean? And he says, endurance without complaining. Enduring pain without complaining. And I'm like, oh my gosh, even that I can't express. And my point is that I forgot what my point is. Keep on track.
Well, of course you can't experience that because you have not yet experienced the bread that you eat and you're never hungry again, or the living water that you drink and never thirsty again. Right?
Yeah, it's only those people who understand that.
Right.
But how are we supposed to? Because we will go hungry if we don't take the precautions.
Well,
even if we believe in God.
Well, that's it. That you actually have to experience that, and there's no way around that. But the Jews in the time of Moses saw everything they needed to see. They saw God open the Red Sea. They saw the cloud above Mount Sinai and heard His voice, and they continue. And because they're rebels,
the Quran says all the same stuff.
Right.
So I think that triggered me.
Okay.
And that's why I said, why do I? It's like reading the Quran,
Mm-hmm.
because there's a similarity. Maybe the Quran, Muhammad took this part of the Bible.
Oh, for sure.
The New Testament, but it triggers me deeply, and I don't want. I really like I don't like hearing even the Bible saying anything anti-Jewish, because I told you before, I have one of my ways of redeeming myself is by helping the people Islam persecuted, right? So don't say bad things about them.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, it's like in the Islamic world, it's Arabs saying bad things about Jews in the source materials, right? Yeah, this is This is the in-house discussion.
But it's the New Testament, which the Old Testament. Do Jews accept this?
No,
And why not?
because they do not believe that Jesus is the Messiah.
Okay. Why didn't they believe Jesus?
Well, according to the New Testament, is because what we've read so far here today is because the leaders of the time, right, the Pharisees, again, the Jews is not monolithic. Lots did. Thousands upon thousands did.
Okay, so I don't know why I thought there was only like 60 followers.
Oh, no.
Okay, so
No.
thousands of people.
Thousands of Jews.
Thousands of Jews followed Christ.
Yeah.
But they couldn't do anything to save him.
Well, that's not the point.
Okay.
But we'll come to that as well.
Thank you.
So again, this is the Israelite nation goes in two major directions at this point. Several directions, but the two biggest ones, Christianity and rabbinic Judaism, right? But both of them start around this time.
And why do you stress the rabbinic Judaism? Because isn't it always going to be rabbinic with the Talmud? Because that's just the arguments of rabbis, right?
Right. Now, but the Talmud, as far as its the importance of it gets elevated, is becoming more important during this period. But you will see no one in the Bible make any reference to the Talmud.
Okay.
Right. No one's ever like, what do the wisdom of the teachers say?
Right.
It's always like, what do the scriptures say? What do the prophets say?
Right.
And so the people who are elevating the importance of the elders of Israel are
the rabbinic people,
the Pharisees, right? The specific faction. Okay. So this faction of the Pharisees became rabbinic Judaism, because even they don't have a monopoly on the term rabbi, because people keep calling Jesus rabbi as well.
Oh.
So it's
well, he should have had a more glorious death.
Well, there's a reason why he didn't. So after this sermon, he actually goes and celebrates the Feast of Booths, which in Jerusalem. We're about to go to 7, but I'm kind of summarizing. So he went to the Feast of Booths in Jerusalem, and he's celebrating. While he's celebrating this, he has several conversations. Some people try and arrest him.